because we are now going to be entering the draft for Game 3, the conclusion to this series between Team HAQ and Team SMG.
Yes, and I want to see Team HAQ again on the first pick, and they again ban out the Akai. This is already a very good start. I know it's just one ban, but come on, this is already a very good start. And Team SMG, if they're continuing the trend, they're probably going to ban out the Fanny as well as the 1-1. But are they going to ban out the Valentina this time?
It's a good question. Team HAQ is actually still on the blue side here, so it does look like Team SMG decided that they wanted to be second pick. So I feel like they have to ban out the Valentina here. They let it through previously because they figured they would be ready to deal with it. I think that's because they expected Lola to be the one playing it in the EXP lane. And unfortunately, I don't think his mastery is quite to the level of Mans, but that definitely caught Team SMG off guard.
Team HAQ also, they banned Diggy all 3 games, so we'd have to see if they ban it out again. I mean, if Min can secure an Atlas for himself again in the first phase of the draft, it's gonna look a lot similar to the first game. Now, this is the difference maker. Are they gonna ban out the Valentina or not? Because previously they banned out the Julian, so I want to see if they want to put respect onto Julian again, or yeah.
If they don't ban Valentina, they should... Oh my goodness. I was thinking if they don't ban Valentina, they shouldn't ban Julian because at least they would be able to take it. But no, that's still the choice. They're going to give Valentina away. But I imagine this time they're going to put less priority onto heroes like Faramis because giving the Cult Altar away really was detrimental to their game plan.
Yeah, and we do have to see if Noir can use the Atlas, because perhaps that is one of the things that they want to steal away. But if going up against an Atlas, I really do feel like Min could counter it just by picking up the Franco.
Yeah, Franco is typically a good solution to the Atlas. He dashes in, he gets bloody hunted. But yeah, oh! Oh, this is kind of terrifying. The Fatal Links Cult Altar combo. Yes, Valentina can still steal these ultimates, but now Team HAQ will only have access to one.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, Cult Altar is amazing, but if Min and Man, they really have this twin connection, the 5G connection, where Man can get those crazy ults in as well, crazy Fatal Links. I don't know, like, they're giving a lot for Team HAQ, honestly.
What if we flip the connection around a little bit?
Yeah.
This is going to be Min playing Valentina Rogue, and he steals the Fatal Link.
Oh! That would be a little bit too crazy, but I'm all up for it, dude. Like, Min and mine, sign me up. Like, these guys, like, I love them. I love them to bits. And right now, Team SMG, they're going for the Esmeralda to try and fight against the Masha. I think it's pretty neutral. Nothing to really talk about for this Esme pick. It's pretty safe.
The most notable thing about the Esme pick against Masha is the fact that they will have a hero that can match up the split push pressure now. In the previous game, it was a bit more difficult for Smooth since he was on the Paquito. Even though he could clear lane well, it wasn't as safe for him to push as far as compared to Lola. So Esme kind of fills that gap and allows Team SMG to respond in a 4-and-1 play style in counteraction to Team HAQ.
Yeah, before this, Team SMG, they try to make sure that they don't give the Paquito over to Gary, so they picked it up for themselves. So I do want to see if they're gonna ban it out instead, because even though we definitely saw that Smooth was pretty comfortable on the Paquito, but again, now that Esme has been picked up, I do want to see if they want Gary to use the Paquito instead, or just ban it out, because you know we hyped up about Alpha, but let's be real. Any other hero, it will probably look more or less the same or a little bit more impressive than the Alpha.
Yeah, I would think so, but now it's actually a bit difficult, right? Because even if he does go Paquito, that puts him at risk very heavily of being hit by the Fatal Links. And when you have Cult Altar as well, it's very risky for Gary to go for most melee junglers simply because getting that close is risky, but going for a marksman jungler is not very safe as well. I'm wondering what is in his pool here. The Ballman might have been a good choice, but they actually decide to ban it out themselves.
No, I really feel like they're trying to narrow the heroes that Box can use, because he used the Boxer, it was fairly okay. The Ballman is just an overall very safe pick because the least that you could do is secure the turtles and secure the Lord. And having a Atlas as well as a Fermis is going to make your team fight really, really strong in the Riverside. Having a Balman on top of that makes it so that you have to micromanage too many things. You have to micromanage the engage coming in from the side of SMG, and you got to micromanage the Balman onto the Lord. So I kind of feel like this is one of those bans that just gives them a more clear way of handling those team fights.
I see. So it's a more of a ban to make sure that Team SMG doesn't get that early game advantage and doesn't secure objectives more easily. That makes sense to me. Team SMG ban out the Grok because this is one of the few heroes in the game that has CC immunity when charging the power of nature, which would allow him to kind of scout out the map against Fermis and Atlas a lot more safely. That's going to be a big question for me for Team HAQ. We know that Min likes to play very aggressively. With this combo, it becomes a bit more dangerous. Team HAQ actually gonna ban the Paquito themselves, so I'm thinking about something here.
All right.
Can Gary play Barats?
Yes, he can.
He can play Barats.
Yes, he can.
That could be Barats, Natalia for Team HAQ.
That's okay. Here's my point. It's very dangerous because the Natalia, once you get a snowball going, it's unfair. But if you miss the timing of getting early kills, it's gonna put your team a little bit behind because the Natalia can't really frontline anything for your team, so it puts a little bit more pressure than necessary onto Lola. It's a very good pick, don't get me wrong. However, right now in the box set, there's really no squishy heroes. There's no squishy targets for the Natalia, so I don't think so. If they do it, it's gonna be very risky.
Alternatively, Franco.
Franco is the safest. In my opinion,
would be safe, right?
Franco is the safest. Like even if HAQ wants to use the altar, if he catches him first, there's not much that he can do. And right now we're looking at the screen, and they're really considering, but they're hovering on to Khalid, which is very strong. But they already have a Masha.
Unless the Masha is the room.
True.
We haven't seen that in a while. Not quite as good as it used to be, but it is something that Min has played before. Looks like it is the Masha roll. Diron is gonna be picked up to counter the Esme in lane, and the final choice is
Your team is
Ruby.
Okay.
Deer off jungle.
Tire of jungle, yeah. I mean, like, this is crazy. Okay, so let's, dude, I love these teams, man. I love these teams. Like, I love the draft coming in, and they're swapping things around. So, okay, Man is on the Valentina, Min is on the Ruby. So this is gonna be a dire of jungle, and I kind of feel like this is one of the situations where Team SMG, they picked up the Esme thinking it's a very safe pick, especially because you've already seen the Masha, but Team HAQ is just like, yo, Lola ain't the only one that can use a Dairoff. And looking at both teams' composition, I would say Team SMG is kind of safe as well. They're putting all their eggs in one basket, and that is Sasa, the carry. I wonder if it will pay off.
Well, we will find out, because this is going to be the conclusion of what has been an epic series, to say the least. Once again, focus players going to be Panda and Sasa. A lot of pressure on these gold laners. Whoever has been able to get the advantage in the previous games ended up being on the winning team here. So we definitely got to pay a lot of attention to them. But also on the mid and roam combos, as the Land of Dawn once again comes into view. Keep your eyes peeled, ladies and gentlemen, because you don't want to miss a single moment of game number 3.
Yes, keep your eyes peeled, because I'm looking at Team HAQ and I'm looking at them going super aggressive. However, we gotta look at Panda. He opts for a Purify for this game, respecting Noir on the Atlas, and I appreciate that. I like it. I don't like people going up against the Atlas and not having the Purify on themselves, especially going up against a carry. But look at this. Hate is taking a lot of damage. Is this going to be an early first blood? Hate managing to get level 2 just in time and getting back some HP with his passive. That was close. That was about to be a very quick first blood.
Now, that was very scary. Well played to Noir, being able to get that stun at the end. Min so far still continuing to harass Fox, but it's a little bit more difficult on a hero like a Ruby. Quite easy for Team SMG to just sort of ignore him.
Yeah, looking at how things have been shaping up, for the side of Team SMG, they should be able to read what Team HAQ is trying to do, because Dairoff as a jungler, he's very good in the early stages of the game. So if I were them, I would try to catch Gary mid-rotation, try to catch him out, especially because Hate, he can pull you in. It's just that everyone has to be on the same page and try to dish out the damage. Now, I know looking at the lineup, they should not have enough damage to kill off Gary in the early stages of the game, but I feel like 3-4 people doing it together, teamwork does help. They could get the kill, in my opinion.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work here, and as we mentioned, that looks like they're aiming for Smooth, but he will be able to walk out, actually not even using Sprint. So Team HAQ gonna shift their focus to getting as much gold as possible, as now Min, they're gonna run into Box and Noir. Both junglers are now level 4, first turtle of the game. This is an important objective for whichever team wants to get that early advantage. Fatal Links has been stolen, Cult Altar popped down, Mon still holding on to it, Turtle dropping real low. Smooth is stopping Gary in the backline, so he cannot take the turtle away. Box gonna secure it. Lola wants to get the kill on Hate, but gets pulled back into the tower. First blood going to Team SMG.
Incredibly unfortunate, but I feel like Mon could not engage because he did not have enough mana to actually dish out the Fatal Link. So I feel like it was a little bit of mistiming, a little bit of miscalculation that we saw again from Team HAQ in the previous game, where they thought they had enough damage. In this situation, they thought they had the skills, well, skills as in the hero skills to really dish out a good team fight. But yeah, they miscalculated on the mana onto Mon, and that really... Did it cost them that much, or was it fairly okay? They lost the turtle as well as Lola.
It's not ideal, definitely, but it's not that bad. They're only 1k down, and Smooth gonna be targeted again, actually. They want to use this deer off to get as many kills on Esme as possible. Finally popping the sprint. Fatal Links pulling him back. Gonna give the kill over to Min, but Panda gonna be the target down here as well. Luckily, able to escape with the Battle Mirror image.
Yeah, it's a good thing as well, because Panda, he's being left alone on an island. Usually we see this on EXP lanes, but Panda, this is probably the reason why they're okay with Panda, just because he can make things work just by himself. Looking at the goal over here, Sasa has the goal lead, and Min being the front line, trying to catch just in case anyone from the side of Team SMG makes a mistake, and looks like they did not.
That's unlucky there. The I'm offended, just barely missing on Box. I saw what Min was trying to do, pull him closer into tower range, but just a slight miscalculation there. All things considered, Team SMG still maintaining an 800 gold lead, but that's not too much. And now Box dropping real low. Cult Altar coming in. Fatal Links with the flicker, only catching one, but it is Gary. That's an important catch up. But Cult Altar stolen by Man, keeps him alive. Box gonna be the first target. They fight Noir as well. Gary is still alive! He finally goes down to Sasa, but not before taking 2 people with him.
What? How can Man micromanage which ult he took? He had options, but he took the altar, making sure that Gary stays alive long enough to get those 2 kills. Like, that's a split-second decision that not a lot of people can make. How can you, in a situation where you're being pressured, managing to get the correct ult and actually getting kills off of that? That's insane. That's
just
crazy.
As amazed as you are. I cannot believe they did that. And that instantly shifts the goal lead back in their favor. Unluckily for them, they weren't enough health to take the turtle after that, but they will be able to refocus on this. Team SMG needs to respect this Valentina more now. We're realizing Man might have a higher level of mastery on this hero than any of us may have anticipated.
Yeah, right now Box is being targeted, but look at that Fatal Links have been used. I'm not even sure which one is it, but look at the turtle. The turtle has been secured by Box, and right now Min as well as Panda is trying to run away. Panda does not have enough damage to actually dish out to the side of Team SMG. He has to Kai, he has to run away. Team HAQ, they lose 3 on that trade.
Beautiful play by Team SMG. We've just mentioned it. They need to respect Man more, and that's exactly what they did. They flickered in, caught out the Valentina and the Dirov together in one Fatal Links. A beautiful play by Noir, not even using his flicker to get that. And with the jungler and the main initiator in the Valentina gone, Team HAQ can do nothing but run with their tail between their legs.
if Team SMG wins this one, it's going to be the first loss for Valentina. Min goes in, tries to engage, but look at that, half HP gone. They have to respect Sasa, this tank killer, but look at Noir! Noir going in, pulling people back in. Min has been shut down, and look at Panda. Panda tries to dish out the damage onto Noir, but Noir still survives. They have to go back to the safety of their own turret. Smooth coming in, making sure that for the side of Team SMG, they can disengage. What a crazy engage from Team SMG.
That was a beautiful play from Noir again. Like we mentioned, he still had Flicker. But even more props to Man. He was hit by the Fatal Links. And after it finished, he stole Cult Altar. And because of that, they only lost Min. That should have been much worse for Team HAQ. I cannot believe he can choose which ult to steal when he's getting hit by ultimates like that. But he made it happen. This is super tense from these teams.
How do these players process information? Noir coming in again, managing to catch Min off of that. And where is Min trying to go? He flickered away from his own team, sacrificing himself for the sake of Man. But Team SMG got another advantage. Noir is popping up on this Atlas pick.
Yeah, that's really dangerous for Team SMG. Yes, he's only managing to get one kill with the Fatal Links, but in these situations, that one kill is all he needs. And a lot of this gold is being funneled over to Sasa on this carry. Currently 3-0. Another turtle going over to Team SMG. And now Team HAQ, they have to be a lot more wary of this. They have good initiation, but they cannot get caught out by this Atlas.
We got to talk about our focus players, both Panda as well as Sasa. Panda still has not died the entire game, so there is still hope. Speaking of hope, they managed to catch Box in mid. They're going to try to make sure that they secure this, but look at Noir pulling the back end, but Noir takes too much damage. Noir's going to go down. Sasa's getting focused, but Ultra making sure that he stays alive. He gets the kill onto Gary. He making sure that his teammate survives. Smooth is alone. He goes back in, but that was a mistake. You're giving a free kill onto Lola.
What? I don't even know how Man didn't get hit by the Fatal Links there, but he did. He survived all of that. They actually nearly took out Sasa, but he was able to escape thanks to the sprint. This is incredible. We're just going back and forth. The 2K net worth lead from Team SMG has now reduced to only 300. We are even again.
I gotta be honest, my brain can't process information as fast as these players. Like, I want to watch what happened again, you know, like I want to see the recap of what happened, but look at the damage dealt in this game. Panda already hitting 28k, Gary 26. And again, Panda has not died at all with 4 assists. He's playing this game out of his mind. How does he manage that? But Gary getting caught out. Min goes back in, trying to make sure that he can keep his team alive. Panda goes away. Smooth focuses onto Man. There's nowhere for him to go. Lola comes in, trying to make sure that he zones everyone out, and they're focusing on Hate. Hate, where are you gonna go? Shadow Stampede away, and he actually pulls Lola back. Box making sure that he stays alive. That was so close to becoming something.
Excellent ambush again by Team SMG. Gary just unfortunately walking where he shouldn't be. Man, he misses the Fatal Links. Gonna get hit by Noir. Panda jumping into the backline with Blazing Duet, but Wind of Nature on Panda keeps him alive. Noir gonna drop, but they lose Man in exchange. Panda getting chased down by Smooth. He's not gonna escape. Double kill to the Esmeralda. Box still chasing Lola down. They want to maintain control over this Lord Pit.
Smooth's all reliable. If anything goes back, look at Smooth to bring back the game for them. Unfortunately, Man, again, miscalculated the distance of his flicker and missing the Fatal Link. So it looks like Team SMG will get this Lord for free. A lot of things have happened in this game, Stafa, but it's only been 10 minutes. I thought this has already been like, what, 14, 15? Like, this game is insane.
How has it only been 10 minutes? This is ridiculous. Looking at the items so far, Team SMG was able to get a gold advantage again after that last one. And the Wind of Nature purchase from Sasa came just in time, making sure he survived the Blazing Duet. Panda currently only has the Demon Hunter Sword and Golden Staff, so he's a little bit behind on that front. But otherwise, most of the cores in the game already having full 2 items.
Yeah, I feel feel like Panda, he's looking for his Malefic Roar. Once he has it, he really does not have to worry about Box as well as Smooth. But right now, Lola going in alone. He's getting focused on, but it's a good thing he still has the passive, making sure that it auto-purifies when he got caught.
That's just really annoying to deal with from Team SMG. And again, Masha, that's why it's valuable. But Man, he's in a bit of danger here. Luckily, Box was the one that walked into his bush and not Noir. Otherwise, he might have been dead right there and then.
Yeah, a small misplay from Noir for the side of Team SMG. Right now, the ball is in their court. Do they still want to be super aggressive over here, or are they going to go back? And looks like they're going to opt to go back because, again, just wait on the cooldowns. It's not that long. It's only like, I don't know, at max 20 seconds.
The engagements in this game right now really need a great deal of decision making because of these big ultimates just running around. The Fatal Links and Cult Altar and the possibility of the Valentina stealing them away are both factors that these teams need to respect heavily and constantly keep at the back of their minds, because getting caught out right now is basically a death sentence. A lot of towers are still standing, but they have to be wary.
Oh, look at Noir. Noir managing to find out Man, but it looks like they're not going to focus anything just yet. Min taking a lot of the brunt of the damage. He is super low, and looks like Team HAQ, they have to go away. Noir, I can already see, like, in his head, it's like, I got Man. Should I? Should I? Should I? It's like, okay, yeah, no, it's just one person. Better not.
It's just difficult to really say what decision is the correct one in these sort of situations, because even the smallest action could have major repercussions in the next few minutes. Team SMG, they are 2k net worth ahead, but 12 minutes in, that's not that big of a lead. And even with that last push, it actually didn't end up doing that much damage, considering that a lot of external towers are still standing for both sides.
16,000 tower damage. You know what? I'll take it. But again, look at here. Box goes in and Box goes out. Noir only manages to get Gary, but look at that. Man managing to use the altar. Sasa! Sasa has to run away. He already popped his Wing of Nature. Panda goes in. Panda dishes out the damage, but Panda is going down. Smooth manages to get the kill, but Team HAQ, they're not stopping. Shutdown for Gary. Gary's focusing on Sasa. Sasa went down. Shutdown. Double kill for the jungler of Team HAQ. Gary is exploding right now.
A beautiful symphony of events in Team HAQ's favor as they find the perfect catch. Box, not realizing how quickly he can be bursted down with that armor shred, the first target. And then Noir only finding one person with the Fatal Links after a perfectly timed Cult Altar steal by Man to ensure that they can continue the fight. Panda only jumping in after the Wind of Nature has been expended by Sasa. We are seeing a master class in decision-making from Team HAQ.
Speaking of which, masterclass from Man over and over again. Out of all those crazy ults, always managing to get the correct one. Because again, a lot of members from the side of Team HAQ, they almost went down, but because of the altar, Gary managed to survive that you know, getting pulled back by Noir, and it ended up getting a double kill. And this just shows how impactful altar really is, because you know, some people, you know, during the latest revamp, they're like, it's kind of okay, you know, it's not really that big of a deal, but it's game changing. In team fights, it's super game changing.
It really is, and this is something that most people would never even consider as being possible. The way Valentina is designed, you expect people to just steal an ult and hold on to it until it's necessary. But adapting on the fly, and now the Lord pushing in, taking out mid inhibitor Lola, diving in way deep, taking out half of Sasa's HP. All he wants to do is pressure Team SMG back so they can take another inhibitor. SMG will be able to clear up the bottom side, but the top tower is probably going to fall. Noir looking for the Fatal Links, only finds Min, but the flicker forward finds Man. Will he be able to steal a Cult Altar? No! Flickers away, but doesn't survive. The rest of the team, though, does trade out Smooth in exchange, and the Cult Altar is expended on the side of Team SMG. They're lacking Valentina, but they still want to go for it. And Min, he might die to the burn. He just barely gets out. Blazing Duet, not doing a lot to Box, but he's still dropping real low. And Team SMG will successfully defend, but their base is now empty.
Panda, man, like, his Claude is something different. We've been criticizing the Claude just because it's so hard for the Claude to survive when you go in with the Blazing Duet, just because Claude has so little HP. But Panda makes it look irrelevant because he goes in. He still managed to actually avoid a lot of skill shots and dish out the damage. Like, I mean, sure, it's a mixture of his team doing well, but Panda, looking at the AI winning prediction brought to you by Make Delivery, 86% for Team HAQ.
It is looking pretty good for Team HAQ right now, but still, 4K net worth lead, 16 minutes in is not that much. They still have to be very careful because Team SMG are fully capable of bringing this back. And we look at the damage dealt by both marksmen, our focused players. There's a reason they're going head to head. And if anyone was thinking until now that Panda could not stand up to Sasa, well, this is proving us wrong.
Full itemization for Panda. He already has a corrosion scythe, making sure that he has more attack speed, like it's not enough. And then adding on to that, the Malefic Roar, making sure that Box as well as Smooth, they're gonna go down very, very fast. And just in case he gets focused down by Smooth, he has the HAQ Claw. A lot of lifesteal coming in from the Claw. If they can't focus him down, they can't win the team fight. And the thing is, Panda, the timing on the Purify is excellent. Noir can't catch him. Noir can't make Panda bleed.
But they are engaging. I'm a Panda, gonna find two, but Cold Ultra Fate the back line pulls out 3 people. That's gonna be a massacre for Team HAQ. Team SMG just surrounding Gary now. Man and Lola, the only survivors. That's what we're talking about. A moment of carelessness, and the Lord falls into Team SMG's hands.
I would like to make a public apology. I just did a caster curse. I just talked about how Panda cannot get caught, and he immediately got caught. Got first hit. I'm so sorry to all the Panda fans out there, but that was cool. But I feel bad.
That's basically the initiation Team SMG has been looking for the entire game. It's just that Team HAQ has been doing such a good job of playing around it because they know what to expect. But again, there are times in the game, especially when it's going on for this long, where you just drop your awareness a little bit. Your guard just becomes a little bit weaker, and that allowed for a beautiful Cult Altar Fatal Links initiation onto the most important members of Team HAQ. 4K lead for Team HAQ, now 3K lead for Team SMG, and this net worth just continues to bounce back and forth.
Let's talk about how scary the situation is. Right now, it's 80 minutes in the game. This is essentially a best of one because Team HAQ and Team SMG, they have 1 point each. Whoever wins this one, they will get 2 points. And the thing is, 18 minutes, any kind of mistake, you're going to take a long time to respond. So Sasa, you got to position yourself well. The same can be said for Panda.
All external towers now down. Luminous Lore doing a lot of damage to the top inhibitor. Noir not able to find anyone with the Fatal Links. I'm offended, gonna find 2, including Sasa, but no follow-up. Lola looking for a chance to go in, but that's just a ball. Fatal Links only finding Min. That's ideal for Team HAQ. Here comes Lola, and the Cult Altar has been forced out from Hate. Team SMG instantly want to back off, but Cult Altar from here HAQ, they want to go in themselves. Blazing to it, not doing enough, but a lot of CC from Min. This is chaos. Bodies colliding. Sasa is down. Box is low, so is Lola, Gary, Min, Panda all falling, but they are still alive. Smooth gonna be the next one. Panda living through it all, double kill going to Man, and that is just insane from these teams.
How many clips can we get from this series? Look at that Team HAQ. They noticed the mistake from Team SMG. As a team, all 5 members went in for that team fight. It was equal trade. But again, looking at that situation, from 3K gold lead from SMG, now barely 1K. How can they keep yo-yoing? Let's look at the instant replay brought to us by Mech Delivery. The way that engaged, look at Panda. He got chunked out. He made sure that he went back, get back some of his HP, and then try to kite it out. But the front line from the side of Team HAQ, Min, as well as Gary, as well as Lola, creating so much space, creating so much opportunity for Panda to dish out the damage and actually lifesteal his way back in. That was absolutely beautiful from Team HAQ.
This is grand finals worthy. This sort
is
of game, honestly. And this is only the first week of the regular season. I feel like it might be undermined how much damage the mages as well are doing in these team fights because their abilities are a bit less obvious compared to the rest. But Man and Hate are really contributing a lot of this DPS because most of their team is going to be more single target. And we can see that it really is getting down to the wire every single time. Team HAQ, they're looking for an ambush here.
Yeah, looking at box, he found where Lola was. Lola has eyes on Sasa. But look at this, Man. Gary and Min managing to get
that's nice.
Team SMG and the damage. Man getting a killing spree, but Noir goes in. Panda using the manages to get the kill, but Sasa is alone. Who is gonna protect Sasa? Sasa and Hate, they have to run away. Just the two of them. Panda, make sure that he goes back. Team HAQ, they have to be careful. The Lord is there, but looks like they're gonna push. Are they gonna end it right now?
They want to look for the end. They're not going to risk it. This is a 5v2 right now, but they don't have called altar. Immortality popped on Man. Terrifies on Hate. I'm offended. They're aiming him down. Sasa surviving with the wind of nature, but he's not going to do anything. 1v5. Team HAQ against all the odds will close out this series. They secure victory against Team SMG.
The camera has to look to the crowd. Look at Team HAQ. They're so excited. They're ecstatic.